Hey guys, Bill Jordan here. I'm at 201-790-3368. I do candid video interviews. If you're a painter, a sculptor, or a candlestick maker, this is where you need to be. People buy from people they know. And the best way for them to know you is with my candid video interview. Our interview, we interview, it's going to resonate with your people, with your tribe, with your target market, on the soul level. They'll treat you like a family member. They'll support you, nurture you, hold you, take you with them wherever they go in their hearts, minds, and souls. That's a pretty powerful thing. That's what we bring to the table. Now, see, things happen at the right time for the right reason, okay? And it's like this here. I'm coming to you talking about conscious raising through my candid video interviews. And these are my pieces in the back. That's my premise of my work is conscious raising. These are not, what you would call just images. They're beings. These are encapsulated, energized beings that I created. The energy it came to me. It told me to do this. And I know it may be different from a lot of people, which, I keep harping on this beautification thing. You're making beautiful stuff. That's all cool, man. But the reason why that's going to have to play out is because of this. Because there's so much of that stuff out in the market today. There's so many people, so especially in the representational area, trying to recapture what happened 300 or 400 years ago and saying that was great and, everything after that is bad, they're the art police in that area. Because there's so much of it, doesn't it ever occur to anyone? How can you really seriously compete when there's so much of it? There's so many lookalikes, there's so much of it. Or maybe it's just, those people who are can endure the longest, can tread water the longest are the ones who get it. I mean, there's always enough money. The thing is, how can it just, what I'm saying? It's like, money is not going to go away because they make that up in a heartbeat. Money is a mental thing. Right? And you can say to yourself, if you're making mud pies, you can have a customer. If you market correctly and long enough, you'll be able to, to sell mud pies. For example, way back in the 70s, 1970s, that is, there was this guy who made a fortune on selling a pet rock. He made rocks. He didn't make rocks. He sold pet rocks in a box for $50 or whatever it was. And the skinny was that, the rock and you are one, and the rock talks to you, which is true. That's true. You can communicate with those type of items, So what I'm saying this is, for me, there's a case for conscious raising artifacts today. I say artifacts, whatever you're making, could be a piece of furniture, but the energy that you give to the furniture in some way has to convey to the environment a higher value, a higher sense of awareness, and you can feel that. You know that. Maybe you call it beautiful, maybe you call it resonating. I just keep it simple. It's consciousness, it's energy, it's vibrations. That's what we should be about. And because of that, because a lot of work out there doesn't have that energy, it's going to fall by the wayside, guys. And one of the ways, and again, only the people who vibrate with that type of, understanding, that philosophy, that concept, that energy are going to call, unfortunately. If you're on the fence about, you're trying to figure it out, should you call or not call me. Because I can assure you that that's not true, because I had one lady, it didn't work out that way. She was very reserved and, it didn't work. But if you come and we'll work on it, but generally your interview is going to put you in a state of expanded consciousness. And that's going to translate into your work. So my name is Bill Jordan. I'm at 201-790-3368. If you're a painter, sculptor, or a candlestick maker, this is where you need to be. People buy from people they know, because, that's the way people are. That's the way we are. You ever think about this? Why do you say, I know we're taught this in school, you are so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Now, that violates the rules of logic, because you refers to like one person. We have to use are when it should be you is. Now, the people who use you is are considered to be ignorant. But logically, it makes sense. I'm at 201-790-3368. Give me a call. Peace out.